name is Kevin Landon. My gamer tag is Dieminion, sponsored by Broken Tier, and I play fighting games professionally. It happened about 10 years ago when Marvel vs. Capcom 2 was hot on the scene, and everyone was playing, everyone was at the arcades, and that's pretty much how I just molded in the scene. But you know, everybody has this story. They've been playing games before, but competitively, yeah, Marvel 2 was my first competitive game. As usual, Summer Jam, you know, it's hosted by Big E. He runs good events. This time around, it's no surprise. Very good event that was ran. You know, it was not time consuming. Yeah, it's another Philly tournament. Everybody's here playing. Everybody's having fun. Hype matches. So glad to be here. I got second place in Street Fighter 4 Arcade Edition version 2012. I just barely placed under top 8 in Marvel 3. I got third in Street Fighter Cross Tekken, and I won all of the team tournaments. I play Guile in Street Fighter 4. The reason being, I've been asked this question plenty of times in the past, is because no one in the beginning was using him because he wasn't considered, you know, a strong character like Sagat. So I just wanted to play a character that wasn't really well known or well repped, and just get good with the character and see how far I can take him. And that's a mistake that a lot of people make. They just flock to top tiers in a game's early life, and they just want to win fast. They don't think about the longevity of the game, and like when people start getting good with their characters, and start becoming specialists, and it becomes hard for people that just wants to win. So that's my mentality behind playing Guile. And then I was always a zoning type player, even in Marvel 2. Like my main character was Cable and Sentinel with Sentinel's assist and stuff like that. But in Marvel 3 I played Beautiful Joe, and he is like a mix of a zoning rushdown character, but he needs a team to complement his playstyle. So you have to build assists based around his playstyle. So of course I have another zoning assist, which is Doctor Strange's Bolts assist, or I choose the Eye, depending on the matchups. He's a good character, but he's a lot of work. He needs a team built around him, like Beautiful Joe. And then I have Morrigan, which is a very good character also, but she needs an assist to help her, do what she wants to do best, which is zone and keep you out the whole match. But that my team doesn't work well as a team. They work good as solo characters. I don't really consider myself a Marvel player, but I got 9th, and I don't really play the game. So I think all I have to do is really just switch up my team, or just have good assists or something, just play better characters and get good results. It doesn't really affect my gameplay, drastically. I just play. I think that affects my opponent's gameplay, knowing who I am and what I've done. So that mindset is something that a lot of players just need to drop, because at the end of the day, I'm a player too, right? I'm a player, you're a player. So in a match, someone's gonna win. It's either gonna be me or it's gonna be you. But if you have that mentality, this is this guy, he's a good player and he's godlike and I can't beat him type of mentality, and that's the type of mentality that's gonna hold you from getting better and getting results fast. So a lot of people they don't really notice it until it's too late, or not really until it's too late, but they don't notice it until late, and they could have already got past that mindset where it's like, all right, this is a good player, but I'm good too, so I can win. But yeah, if people get rid of that mentality, then I think the scene will have a lot more prominent players. I was previously part of a group called Empire Arcadia, and it was a good 10-year run, and I just wanted to just try something new. I didn't, I've been doing it for 10 years, so I feel like I need to try something new. So I wasn't sponsored or anything. I was just going to tournaments and just playing, and then, you know, a guy that's also part of Broken Tier by the name of IFC Yipes. He was also a part of Empire Arcadia, but he was approached by Broken Tier first. And he told me that he can talk to Paul Kugler, Kogi, that's the, you know, founder of Broken Tier, and see if he's interested in sponsoring me, because I was a good player at the time, you know, I was winning a lot. So then it was like one major, like I won like a team tournament, like epic win, and then I just announced my, you know, becoming part of Broken Tier on the stream, stuff like that. So yeah, I got approached by Paul, you know, social network, stuff like that. So that's pretty much how it happened. People in this community prejudge too fast. And Street Fighter Cross Tekken hasn't been out for a year, you know, and I just think there's a lot to be explored about the game. A lot of people say, all right, a lot of people have a lot of different reasons for not liking the game, but I think right now it's a cool thing to not like the game because everyone else doesn't like the game. And, you know, I think every game should have a chance, and every game does get that chance, but when you bash a game, then it becomes nothing. You know, like, what's the point of playing a game that no one plays to say that you're the best, but no one plays the game? So it's like, all right, so that's like being the best at what, like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles tournament fighters. Like, nobody, the game is not, it's an old game, no one really plays the game like that. So you're the best in the game that only 10 people play. So my thing is, yeah, fun is always a factor. You know, if you have interest in the game, you're gonna play the game. But there has to be some sort of incentive to play the game also. You're not just gonna be, if you're a tournament player like me, you're not just gonna play the game, right? You're gonna play the game for a purpose. You're not just gonna, if you just wanna play the game, you can just play the game at home. You don't even gotta play anybody, like play any opponents in the game, any real opponents. You can just sit in trainer mode and play the game. Like, you're playing the game for fun, but if there's no incentive to play the game, what's the point? So I'm glad that, you know, the scene still kind of supports it. I just hope that more and more people support the game, because I think it's a good game and it has a lot of potential behind it.